Okay, so we went and saw my specialist on Friday, and he is going to keep me as a patient. Everything looks great. I am measuring a few days behind, which is fine because, they guesstimate after your period, and there's no telling when I ovulated. And being that before, even like we talked about all my history, and being that before, we couldn't even get me to respond to Clomid and stuff. Spontaneous ovulations are, not easily tracked and stuff. So they don't know, like, they can't, like, measure exactly when I ovulated or anything like that. I don't have ovulation tests or anything. We weren't trying. So, you know, it's just a guesstimation, and I'm only measuring a few days behind. So that's good. I'm not further along than we thought, which is pretty cool because I thought that maybe my last period was wrong, but just it really, like, I don't understand, like, how that period could be so different, and then that's the one that I get pregnant with, like, right after. It's just weird. So anyway, maybe the period before that was the first time I'd ovulated in forever, and that was why it was so weird. I have no freaking clue. But anyway, so the doctor did the ultrasound. I have quite a big stomach still. You can see, like, I've got, the tire rim of chunk. Everything's moved forward. I'm losing a lot of back fat and stuff, but everything's moved forward. And then, like, the last couple weeks, I've bloated and pooched out a bit. And the scale hasn't changed more than 2 pounds, so it's not that I'm gaining a bunch of weight. Um, it's mostly just bloating and stuff, and the doctor even said that's really normal, that in pregnancy, your body starts to change where it's storing your fat. So, like, your body moves its fat around. And so he said to expect more to come on my hips, and then expect it to keep moving forward like it's been. So that's great. Not. Um, he talked to us for like 2 hours, getting information from us. He didn't know what the sleeve was. He knew what the Rooney was, and he knew what the band was, but he'd never heard of the sleeve, and I actually had to pull out a picture and show him what it was. And that made him a little bit less worried about the nutrition because he said, well, you still have your stomach, so you should still get a good amount of nutrition in. So mostly his worry, like, then just shifted mostly to the BMI portion. He did decide he was keeping me because of my BMI and my surgery. So he's gonna kind of look into me like he would somebody who had a bypass, just to make sure my nutrition is on point and everything like that. But for the most part, he doesn't think that's going to be an issue at all. So that's good. And we talked about, like, weight loss during the pregnancy. Do I need to worry about it? And he was like, he's like, I'm trying to put this isn't his exact words, but he's like, delicately, like, he doesn't want to go, dude, you're fat. You have plenty of stores. But he's like, you have extra, so don't worry if you lose. Like, the baby will pull from you. So if I lose weight, it's not really gonna affect the baby's weight. He said that if I was a lot smaller and I wasn't able to gain weight, then he would worry more. But being that I am a bigger person, he expects me to only gain about 15 to 20 pounds through the pregnancy, and that if I lose weight, it's not that big of a deal, as long as it's not reflecting badly on the baby. And that's why he's going to monitor to make sure that the baby is growing and all that other stuff. My next appointment is the 16th of April, I think. And it's on a Saturday because he's opened up his practice to do some Saturday stuff. And which is awesome for me because I don't have to take a day off work for that then. And he is going to do an ultrasound then. By then I should be 12 weeks, and we'll see a lot more. But when we got to do the ultrasound, he tried to do it from above my stomach to see if he could do it without having to lift up my stomach. And he wasn't able to. He could see stuff, but he couldn't see details. So we had to go from underneath, which sucks because that skin's really delicate under there, and I ended up with a rash, and I think it has to do with him rubbing, but it also has to do with the fact that I didn't realize the gel was not gone. But this is a picture of the baby's heartbeat down there. And then that area that they're focusing in on is where the baby is, and that was where the baby's heart was. The rest of that darker stuff is my placenta, which is good because it's got a nice placenta. He said the placenta placement was really good. It's where it's supposed to be. And now this is a zoom in, and you can see all the space in there, and then, sorry, that's the baby right there, and he's pointing at where the flickering was for the heartbeat, and then here's the placenta under my fingers. But that's the baby. Not much detail, obviously. He didn't want to do a transvaginal, which is cool because those usually make me bleed, and I wouldn't have wanted to deal with that. This mostly just made me crampy. Oh, here's one that's more zoomed in. You can kind of see my little blob. My husband says we have Iron Man in there. I don't see Iron Man, but it made me laugh because, you know, he was paying attention and it was cute. So our baby is Iron Man in my husband's eyes. But my mom gave me this to keep him in because I lost him in Kingman, which sucked. So everything seems to be going good. My nausea is a pain in the butt, but it's not something I don't think I can deal with. So far so good. If it gets to the point where I'm having really bad issues, I'll take medicine. But I really don't want to take anything if I don't have to. And then, trying to think of anything else. I am still kind of struggling nutrition-wise because there's a lot of things that make me kind of sick, and a lot of them are like protein. It seems like the things that are easiest for me to keep in right now are potatoes and crackers and some bread and stuff and pastas. Like, that type of texture is easy for me for some reason with a little bit of meat, which is really a pain in the butt because it's definitely not what I'm supposed to be eating. But at this point in time, we've just decided if I can get it in, I can get it in. You know, like usually I could eat like sandwich meat warmed up on the grill with some cheese, and that'd be fine at work, but that doesn't work for me right now. And obviously I'm not allowed to eat cold deli meat. Otherwise I just make a cold, deli meat wrap, but I'm not allowed to do that. So, hold on. Oh man, this sucks. So, I ended up having a grilled cheese sandwich the other day with roast beef on it that was like, seared on the grill because it was something I could eat. For the most part, I'm just trying to get something in, and it seems like it's easier if I eat potatoes with it. It seems like the potatoes keep my stomach a little bit calmer, or the crackers or whatever, the bread. I know most of the time my stomach's empty. We talked about some of my dizzy spells that I'm having, and he said if you get dizzy, you need to sit down. He doesn't want me falling and hitting my head. So, I'm trying to take it easy. I have a lot of stuff I have to get done, and it's never going to get done if I can't get up and do it. And so, yeah, this is frustrating. But I'll make it through. I think that's about it. I haven't been able to take my allergy medicine because I keep forgetting at nighttime. And it makes me so tired that I just don't want to take it to go to work because I need to be able to, stay awake for work. But I think that's about it. My doctor is really awesome. I'm actually really happy with him. He made me feel a lot better. And when we did the ultrasound and I got to sit there and watch the baby's heart flicker while he did all the measurements he had to do, it was amazing, and I was crying. And then we went to Golden Corral afterwards, and from what I remember, Golden Corral had like a lot more meat options, and I was going to try a bunch of different meats and see what I could get in. And they didn't really have much in the meat department. They had like cheeseburgers, which have been like off and on with me since surgery. So, I had some chicken, and that was basically it. I tried whatever they had meat-wise, but most of it was just not happening. So, but the whole time I was there, I just kept like having tears just streaming down my face, just thinking, I can't believe it. It's, real. It's really happening. And, oh my God, I saw my baby. So, yeah, I was pretty freaked, but like a happy freaked out, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to be trying to go back to sleep. I woke up because I'm nauseous and had to pee. So I'm going to eat a couple more chips because that's what I have on my bedside right now. And then get some more water in me. And then try to go back to sleep and try to stay as close to what schedule I'm supposed to keep. And then get up and clean the house and take breaks as I need. And then when my husband gets home, we really have to kick butt because we have so much stuff we have to go through. I thought he was off today, and then I woke up and he was gone, and I was like, shit, I forgot to check his schedule. So that sucks. But anyway, everything seems to be going good. Doctor says everything that I'm talking about, it means the pregnancy is good. Like, my boobs are already bigger, and they're sore, and like different texture. Like they're firmer, I guess, or they're heavier. They're definitely heavier. The slight cramping that I have. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know if you can see it in the ultrasound or not. I know you can see my ugly crap right now, but I have so much scarring all around here from like breakouts and the abnormal hair growth that I feel weird. Anyway, if you look right around here, there's space, and I don't think you can see it in this one. He pointed it out, and we could see it when he pointed it out, but I don't think any of the pictures really show it very well. There's a space between the sac and my uterus, and he told me to expect some discharge. He wasn't quite clear as to whether it would be bloody discharge or just like extra wetness like I was having. But he said to expect something as it grows and it fills in that space. I will probably have something. So not to worry about it or anything like that. I did have discharge for a while, and I'm wondering if this is going to be the same kind of stuff, that it would take most of the day for it to discolor, but it would lightly discolor like the panty liner that I wore, and it would just lightly discolor it. So if I would have put them all, like, if it would have been 24 hours of those panty liners, it might have had a slight tinge to it of red, but I think it didn't. It was more like a brown, but it was so light that I was just like, nah, you're seeing things. So anyway, so far so good. Doctor's really happy. Doctor says everything looks good. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling. Anyway, so peace. Hope everything continues to go well, and I'll try to keep you guys informed. And yeah, I'm just dealing with all the symptoms right now, and I'm happy as can be. And actually, I did question, would I be this tired if it was pre-op? Not that I would have been able to get pregnant pre-op, but, I did wonder. So if anybody's had a pregnancy, post-op and pre-op, tell me how yours is different. But yeah, I'm still happy as can be, and I'm just going to do everything I can to deal with the symptoms and try to carry a healthy baby. Alright, bye guys.